Good morning. Time to work on this painting some more. Nothing like coffee in the morning. Oh, I gotta get a different chair. Hold on. So much for the squeaky. George needs to oil it for me. So the painting is looking really nice. There's some beautiful oil pastel that I used on this. So today I think I want to add some lines. So I'm going to use, let me see if I can find them. Sometimes I don't put things back where they belong and then they are lost. I don't think I see what I need. Let me check my other pencil box. Okay, there they are. Get these out of the way. These are Stabilo pencils and I have a black and I think I have a brown in here somewhere. Yeah, I have a brown and I have a white. They come to life with water. These are very potent pencils. Let me just show you. Oh gosh, I better move my coffee or I'll end up with my paintbrush in it. Classic for artists. I'm not thinking the brown is dark enough though. Let me try the black. Oh yeah, can you see that? So now there's some depth. I love that. I like this one here too. So this is giving us some depth with that. The edges are much more interesting when you have some contrast. Yeah, so these are some really good pencils to have. They're fun because they're water-based. You know, if you don't like it, guess what? Wipe it away. Let's try the white one. The white is more subtle, but I like it. I like that up there. I really like that. So let's have more. Just playing around, see what happens. Let's do some more black. Let's see, where? Really what I'm using it for is just bring some focus to some of the edges that I like. I love this one right here. This is so nice. More experimenting. So as I do this, you know, you can try all kinds of lines and it doesn't mean they're permanent. That's the fun part. You can just do this and decide later if it's something you like or if you want to get rid of it. It's almost like a blueprint. With a blueprint, you see the plan and then you use it as a map, so to speak, to what will be built. So I guess to me, this is like a blueprint of what will or will not be. You can change a blueprint. You can change this. You can go by the blueprint or you cannot go by the blueprint. I'm separating areas. You just follow the curve of what is in front of you. You don't try to think too hard, just go with it and give it a shot. I'm using a brush that has a very flat edge so I get a nice line, not too much water. Oh, that looks really cool back there. Wait. I squeeze most of the water out of the brush with my fingertips when I change colors. I just run it through my fingers. The white pencil's interesting, but it does kind of wash that out. But that's okay, because I like it. It looks very interesting to me. I'm going to just kind of do these are abstract landscapes I'm working on. And it's kind of a quiet morning. I can get lost in this for hours and not even realize the time's going by. And yet at other times, I just want to hang out with someone. It's a personal choice. So I think I'm going to stop with the lines right now. I just want to put some water on parts to make them look more brilliant and see. I really am loving the bright colors when I do this. You can see the brights. And I'm gravitating towards those warmer colors to be bright. Let's see how this chair does. Is it too squeaky? Oh no, not bad. Okay, so I have my, ooh, this one squeaks when I turn on it. Okay, I like to use my bigger brushes and my older, really really inexpensive brushes to do this with the paint, because if you get too tiny with a brush, then you're going to get lost in the details. Take some of that yellow and red, or yellow. I made a really pretty orange, but I don't want a lot of my brush, so let's just wipe the brush off and add some of that orange in. And what this is making me think of as I work on it is Natural Bridge. Around the corner from the parking lot and the shop, there it was. Oh my gosh, so amazing. There's a road up here where the traffic actually travels over. And this is where I feel the bridge is in my painting. Right through here is where the distance was, where you would walk along here and across and then up into the beautiful path all the way back through waterfalls and just beautiful stuff. The feeling I had was just amazing. I was just like in awe. And so these colors that I'm putting in here, all the green and the brownstone, and this is water. Wiping my brush off on paper so that I don't put the paint down my drain. Add some lighter greens. But I still want to play with the brights and the dull color. The illusion of nature. There are trees. And I remember how I was like amazed that there was actually a road up there. But I don't have to draw a road. The bad part about doing these abstracts is the layering, the adding and taking away. I'm using very watered down paint right now. I'm thinking maybe some more purple. It's the kind of purple we get when we mix Pyro Red, and I probably need to clean my palette. See, I'm getting fussy, even with a big brush now. I'm not really playing. I'm more getting too deep in my head. Like I said, I want more of a feeling of Natural Bridge. You know, I want a picture of Natural Bridge. I want the feeling. And the feeling I had right here was light. Alcohol. I can move some paint layers. I'm bringing back the brights. I miss them. It was getting muddy and it was getting dark, and I did not have that feeling when I visited Natural Bridge at all. So I'm going to clean off my palette. I'm going to change this out and then we'll try a new palette. So I laid out my paints on my fresh palette and I changed up some of the colors because I want to see what happens. Why not? So what I have is quinacridone magenta and some cyan, which are kind of the colors of the new primaries. If you look at the primaries that you have on your computer, you're going to see yellow and magenta and cyan. I think I'm saying that right, C-Y-A-N. So let's see what happens. I'm kind of stuck with this brush. I'm not liking it, so I'm going to move to a rougher one. So I want to get some purple. I'm going to take some of the quinacridone magenta. It makes a really bright pink. Too bright for my painting, so I'm going to add some of this cyan. More of this. Ooh, look at that purple. Let's add some more white. Yeah, I had a feeling I'd get a really nice purple. I'm going to tone it down, so I'm going to add a tiny bit of its opposite on the color wheel, which is yellow. Tone it down. It's a little bright, but let's try it up front somewhere. Okay, so I have some, I'm going to hold the brush at the very end so I kind of don't control my marks as much. And I want to add a little tiny bit of black. Tone it down. That's another way you can tone something down. Maybe more yellow since I have some just sitting there. Okay. Wiping off my brush. Get my scraper and scrape that. Let's take some cyan and make some green. Ooh. very runny paint this morning. I know you can't see this, but it's running down the side. I'll make some more. I want some brown drips. Some rich brown drips. So what I will do is add a little water. Let's see what we get. Not real drippy. It's not real drippy. Well, let's just try to add some brown on there then. With that. There, you know. Because really what it is stone formations. Stone formations. Rocks with. This did not start out as a painting of the natural bridge, but it brought to mind the natural bridge. Okay, so the water, look at that cyan with some white. And when you add white, it becomes opaque. And I'm gonna add a little bit of yellow and some red. Oops. Oh, now I'm finger painting. What if I wash it out with some white? Blue sky up way high. Yes, sky up there. This chair's squeaky too. I just realized. I'm trying too hard. Done. I think I'll look at some photographs. Stones have that pretty colors going on. These are kind of dull, but that's okay. It kind of balances the dull to the shiny.